amazing business and phenomenal products we represent here. And I'm going to introduce you to our guest speakers. And turn off that. So we've got Executive Regional Vice President, soon to be Nation, Fiona McCarthy, who's going to blow you away with the presentation, and our local superstar who's just come out of our house in this theatre, who's brilliant Executive Manager Luke Williams. So just listen to everything we've got to say, and then if you've got any questions afterwards, then come and speak to one of us, or if you want to look at the products, then we'll be
All right, everyone, welcome tonight. Thank you for coming. Are we having a guest in the room, by the way? Anyone who's never heard of ERVP before? Okay, cool, welcome. Can I ask that for the guests in the room, just leave any skepticism you have outside the door, all right, open-minded, because what you're about to hear tonight may not be for you, but I know for many people in the room here tonight, it's changed our lives for the better. So my story, previous to ERVP, I was in the army, I was in the British Army for 8 years, and I absolutely loved what I did. Traveled the world. I've always been somebody who's really liked sort of challenges, sport, all of that. So I absolutely belonged in that place, except it wasn't right for a family. So I left that and had my 2 girls, they were 2 and 4, and my sister married into the, believe it or not, the American military, so my full mom, and her husband has been deployed to Afghanistan for 15 months. So she asked if I would help her. She's having a 3rd child at C-section. So I flew over with my 2 girls, who were 2 and 4 at the time, and so we had a newborn, a 1, a 2, a 4, and a 5-year-old. Can you imagine? 5 children, 5 years and under, crazy. And we do the shifts to the pool in North Carolina, and it's there that I met my sponsor, a complete stranger, and she heard my accent. She knew that ERVP was coming to the UK. This was back in May 2007. So she asked if I'd be interested. I had to wait till November 2007 to start my ERVP business, and I jumped in 2 feet, guys. I had no idea what multi-level marketing was a profession. It took me years to understand what it was. I didn't know anybody doing business in the UK. I didn't know anyone in ERVP in the UK. My upline was in the States. I didn't know anyone was successful. My sponsor was consultant. But there's something about this that made sense, and it was faith. It was present in their lives, and it gave me that freedom. To this day, 8.5 years later, I'm a single mom, but I'm choosing my hours. I choose where I work, how I work. I've never missed a school sports day or play or whatever, and I'm so proud, and I feel super humble that ERVP has given me this opportunity to have this life by design, and that's because I said yes. I was open-minded. I was clueless for a long time, but I did feel forward, and I will be the National Vice President by the 31st of May 2016. So if you don't know what that is, we'll talk about that towards the end of the I'm going to pass over to the amazing Luke.
Hello, my name's Luke. I'm an independent consultant, executive district manager. I'm 25 years old. Now, I was going to say as well, this business is not just for women. This business is for women. It is for men, and it's for people for all ages over the age of 18. So that is the minimum age you have to be an ERVP consultant. So basically, my background is growing up. My goal was to be a performer, to do acting. You know, I've done so many things growing up, such as I've done extra work in films. I've been on music videos, theatre, musicals. So many things growing up, and that was going to be my passion and my ambition. And I got to a position in my life where I was going back and forth to London, and those of you who travel to London, it's very expensive, you know that. And what ended up happening is I couldn't afford to go to London anymore, so I said, right, I'm going to go and get a full-time job, which will allow me to pay to be able to go back and forth to London. But what I naively didn't realise then is that when you get a full-time job, it means full-time. So therefore, I got into a job. I then didn't have any time to pursue my kind of dream and my ambition of being a performer, so I got stuck in a job. Unfortunately, again, I do so well in these jobs that they kept promoting me because I'm quite a hard worker, and ended up in a position where 5 years later, whilst I'm very grateful for what the opportunities I've had within my current employment, I'm still within an employment that is not kind of what my goal and kind of dreams are about. So just over a year ago, I joined this business. I went to a presentation, again, had no idea about the concept of what network marketing was, multi-level marketing as you call it. And you know, it's about actually coming into this business and being able to learn and grow. And last year has been incredible. The successful people I've met, the positive people. I've met people like Fiona. I would never met you otherwise if it wasn't for you know, Arbon, and this opportunity has been really life-changing. So we are going to be presenting to you tonight, and like I say, we're hoping to make it interactive and kind of engaging for you. And again, if you've got any questions, we can answer at the end. So, next one. Let's just give you a little bit of background about Arbon, because we have an incredible heritage. Now, the first thing I want to say to you all tonight is this business is not just a pop-up business. It's not one that's just appeared overnight. We've actually been around for 30, well, just over 35 years, 36 years now, isn't it? 36-year-old business. Now, that is incredible to last that long in this day, you know, this day and age. So we are an incredible company that has been around for a long, long time. We are at the forefront of cutting-edge kind of technology and products. Like, back when we started this company, our founder, Peter Moore, which is the guy in the red glasses here, had this vision for this incredible product range that was pure, safe, and beneficial. So it meant that our product range had the best ingredients policy and actually was built on Swiss heritage. Now, for those of you who know anything about Switzerland, they have the best. They have the best and the strictest rules when you're creating products. So our products are top of the line. We also have a global opportunity with this business. We're going to touch on it a little bit later. But when you're looking at this from a smart point of view, think about this. You know, this isn't something that you're just going to build down your streets, or I'm going to get all just the neighbours around my house. You know, that's not what it's just about. We can build this in any country that Arbon is part of. Like Fiona, I'm sure must have Poland, America, Australia. You can build that, and you can do it from your house. You can do this from the comfort of your own home. We have an incredible compensation plan, which I think Fiona will talk about later, in terms of what you can earn. Some of you are sat here thinking, what does this mean for me? What can I earn from this opportunity? And we can also win our business. Now, I want you to ask you this question. What job says to you, if you pass away, your income can carry on going to your family? No job in the world does that. Arbon does this. So Fiona now can leave a legacy to her children. So if anything, God forbid, happens, she has a business that will continue to play for her children, which for you must be an incredible feeling to know that protection is in place. We have a business in a box, okay? Arbon provide the infrastructure. They provide something that means I don't have to be HR. I don't have to sort out VAT. I don't have to have loads of staff under me. I don't have to sort out distribution. I don't have to sort out product development or research. Arbon does this for me. They are there. They give me a business in a box, and it allows me to grow a business without the stresses of a traditional business that we all face when we have our own businesses. So that's a little bit about Arbon. And you can see here, throughout the years, we've grown and we've moved into different markets. So in 2006, we moved into Canada. 2007 is when we launched in the UK. So we're still pretty new, really. And most recently, we have launched in Poland. And that is our gateway to Europe, which is, again, incredibly exciting. Our products, they are unique. I just explained that we are built on Swiss heritage. Swiss is the best. Our rules and kind of formulations are second to none. We have plant-based formulations, very botanical products. So we focus on using kind of natural products, but we are not a natural brand. We say we combine the best of science and nature within our products to get the best results. We use high quality ingredients from around the globe, and we are pH correct and hypoallergenic, dermatologically tested. We are vegan, so you can check us out. We are vegan. It's a hard stamp to obtain on a product range. And the reason that's so important is because it means we are cruelty-free. We do not use animal byproducts, which is, again, something that's becoming really important to so many people. And we never test on animals. And it's clinically proven. I'm just going to talk about this very, very quickly. Our products are clinically proven. Our CEO, Kay Napier, said, I want our products to do what they say. And when you buy a face cream, when you buy makeup, you want it to do what it says. You want it to do what it says it should do. So our products are all blind tested, which means they go off to an independent person, nothing to do with Arbon. They don't know it's Arbon. It's in kind of like invisible, see-through packages. They don't know it's Arbon, and they test it, and they test those results. And Arbon comes out right at the top. So we are clinically proven. There's loads of information in our catalogue as well. Find out about that. So it's not just about why we're unique. It's like, what do we not, what don't we put into our products? So we don't formulate with gluten. We don't formulate with petroleum, which is a massive thing. 95% of the high street products will have petroleum in, or mineral oil it's called. It sounds all fancy and it sounds really nice, mineral oil, but actually it's a byproduct of the petrol industry. So our products, again, don't contain those kind of ingredients, no kind of animal preservatives, formaldehyde, no dyes, no fragrances, no sweeteners or anything like that. So, and paraben free as well, which again is really key for a lot of people. So our products, so from just a purely product point of view, your business, with our one, you know you're getting an excellent product that people will love and people will want to continue buying.
Okay, so a wide range of, this is really important when you're looking at a business. Is there a marketplace demand? Okay, so what that means, are people needing these products? Well, absolutely. How many people do you know skin and hair? Okay, so we're using these products on a daily basis. So it's consumable. What that means is when it runs out, you have repeat orders. And like Luke said, the products are that good that you're going to get hooked on these products. And you're going to want to buy them again and again and again. So that's fantastic. So who here today had a shower or a bath? Say hand up a minute. Okay, and who's going to wash again tomorrow? Hand up. Okay, so I can pretty much presume that most of us will be brush our teeth, eating lunch, using deodorant. But now, one thing I do love about this is at self-level, you actually not only get paid 8% override when you sell products, but when you buy your own products, they pay you 8% on your purchases. So in fact, you're getting paid to wash your own hair. To me, that's an investment, right? Because for the rest of our lives, for the next 50, 60 years, instead of going to somebody else's shop and their profit margin, investing in them, we're turning that around to invest in ourselves. I absolutely love that. Genius. Okay, so what do we have? And this is really important. Think of a household of 4. We use something from acorn to oak tree. So there's something for every single body in that household that can use our products, and that's great as well because we have such diverse range of these consumable products. So what you see on the timeline here is you've got the RE9 anti-aging for men and women, wrinkles aren't sexist. 9 ingredients there. The closest any company can touch us is 7. We have 9 in 5 years now. We have the ingredients we use, we can trace them for every single ingredient to where it's come from, its source, and the wild-crafted ingredients, which again is costly, but it's worth it. Okay, so for example, one of the key range that we use synergistically is kuzo, and this is it grows in the Brazilian rainforest. We pay a lot of money to the Brazilian government, and it's basically a vine, and it grows 3 meters a day. So this is a plant that's wrapping around that and sprays it, and it's choking that plant. So we source that and we put that into our products because if that's your collagen and elasticin, it's tightening it. So these are working, and that's what Luke said. He was on about saying that it has to work. Our mantra is pure, safe, beneficial, and we have that from day one. Peter Moore, beneficial active ingredients. It has to do something. Otherwise, what's the point? You would drink petrol to wipe it on the skin. So we also have the Calm range. That range is great for. We're not allowed to say that we're medicinal, but Stephen Schwartz, and he's basically worked in New York for 21 years testing water from product ranges, and he said that our skincare products are that good that they are medicinal. We can't make that statement, but I have had through 8.5 years phenomenal results with the Calm range. That's not recently, but actually the intelligence line for things like eczema on the face and rosacea. In fact, we donated $10,500 of our products to the skincare, to the cancer charity that would feel great. So people going through chemo are getting our products. Okay, so it's not just about having great skin and health, it goes much more further than that, all health issues. I personally helped over 60 babies with eczema as well. So that's an ERVP. So how cool is that you have got these products that are working, and helping people's skin and hair every single day. So the nutrition range, anybody who's consulting our is hooked to these products, okay? Vegan protein shakes, I live on these products, don't you? I absolutely love them. It's all about absorption, 20 minerals and 20 vitamins. So very well taking vitamins. If you don't have the minerals to absorb them, it's going to flush through your system. And it's vegan, it's protein, there's no gluten, there's no bulking. You see that disease. Again, the omega-3 is not from fish, it's from algae. One thing I love about protein shakes is that it's made from pea cranberry rice. Now, it's about absorption in different blood groups. If you're an O plus, you're absorbing the rice better. If you're an A plus, the cranberry is what you're absorbing, and the PEA protein is the rest of the blood groups. How amazing is that? Our both thought way and beyond what we need to. So you just know that these products you're using are safe for your family and for your loved ones. So we go on to the sun range is great. I could go all day. Optimal technology. The makeup range, Simon Cowell loves our private. I'm going to pay to say that, but I do know Sue Alexander, who knows his makeup artist, and he buys it in the bucket loads. We have the spa range, so we never say that our products are organic. There's no legal definition of organic. 30% of our ingredients come from the sea, and they're great transport systems like the Kuso, spirulina, and sea cup, and they can go much further down into your skin and give better results. The hair range, the world's first alcohol-free hairspray. I mean, how cool is that? And it's no living feet. You know, we've got from more, we've got the baby range, the aromatherapy, the acne range. There is many more that we can help people's, you know, skin conditions with and normal, but not just about the products. We're going to talk about as well business. Okay, so before we go on to that, I did mention about the RA9 clinical, and Luke's mentioned about the clinical results. We don't know necessarily going to come out top, by the way. This is blind testing, but kidney pickles are a lot of money to get these products tested because we expect to be at the top, because we have an amazing Dr. Petra Travis, who is our amazing mad scientist, we call it. And we do. If you look at that line there, the #1 department store brand in the US, we are the leading multi-level marketing brand in the United States. That is no mean feat. So we can be so proud that people are getting 96%, you know, results on the day cream. You know, number one. I mean, it sells itself, guys. So when you're talking about these amazing products and using them, you know, it's so great because the products are selling themselves. They're doing the job for us.
Great, so what do we know so far about this business? We know that we've got a company that business in a box. We don't have employees. We don't have to advertise ourselves. We don't have to products develop. We don't have to research our products ourselves. We also know we've got a product range that's been designed and developed and tested to make sure it's the best. And we have a huge range of products, which means that we have a huge potential customer base. From men to women, like you said, from 8 months away. We have everything from babies to people who are 100 that don't want to use some anti-aging. And how do we do this? It's all through a model that we like to call network marketing. Now, I never heard of network marketing before. I remember seeing pop-ups and things on the computer in the past, not knowing what it was. But since joining the business, obviously, I've learned what network marketing is. So in order to explain it, and explain against how we traditionally know how to shop. So at the moment, when we go to, let's say, one of your high street stores, I won't mention any, but like a high street store that sells some skincare, the way we know how to buy traditionally is to go into a shop and pay for that over the counter and walk away with that product. Now, looking at how that product is actually kind of costed from the way it's manufactured to us buying it as a consumer, it goes through a huge process. So typically a product like a face cream will get manufactured at the factory, and then it will go to a wholesaler, and then it will go through a warehouse, and it will go through a sales force. And Salesforce, we spend like, the big brands spend like billions of dollars a year on advertising. They will pay celebrities to say, my product, this product's amazing, look at my beautiful hair. But we all know that they're not actually using that product. They've just been paying $10 million to say that that's beautiful. So a huge amount of money goes into advertising. It then finally reaches the retailers, and at the retailers, they'll then have to pay for the electricity, the staff wages, for it to be sat on the shelf. So what you're actually paying for, and probably 80% of that product is basically to pay for this process that we can see detailed on the top there. In network marketing, we actually condense that process into a much easier and simpler way. Instead of actually paying celebrities to endorse our products or paying magazines to write about them, what we actually say is the best form of recommendation is through word of mouth recommendation. So how many people have, I don't know, has anyone got Sky in here? Great, so Sky always have this deal. If you recommend a friend, we'll give you a £50 voucher. Does anyone remember that? Or does anyone remember the Aldi voucher, the Aldi advert, where they used to say, you tell a friend who tells a friend who tells a friend. That, in kind of sense, is network marketing. So what we do is we manufacture the product. It used to be manufactured in Norway, but now because it's built in, is it not?
It was Switzerland.
Switzerland, sorry, yes, Switzerland, because we've got Swiss heritage. But now we manufacture in America, but still built on Swiss heritage. And what that does is we, as a consultant, use a product. So Fiona, this one, is waking up and she's wearing beautiful artwork makeup, I'm assuming.
Made myself.
Yeah, I was so she walks down the street and someone says, what a beautiful foundation you've got on. Oh, so Fiona goes, do you know what it is? It's absolutely fantastic. My skin's never feel better. Actually, you might be interested in it. It's actually this great foundation called from a company called Arbonne. And that friend says, oh, that sounds brilliant. I'm looking for a new foundation. So he goes, let me show you how to buy this product. So therefore, this Fiona in the middle here is able to show that consumer how to buy that product online. So she can show them how to online purchase that product and have that product delivered to their door without Fiona having to handle money, without having to drop catalogues out and go out in a Big Mac in the rain, collecting her catalogues up from the street that she's been down, and she also doesn't have to stock the products. She has shown somebody else, a consumer, how to purchase that product through a website. So it is basically marketing and distributing via word of mouth. Okay, so we recommend all the time. We go to restaurants and we say to our friend, what a beautiful meal we just had. Oh, where did you go? Oh, I've just been to Zizzi's. Oh, great, I'll check that out. Does Zizzi's pay me for sending that person there? No, they don't. Whereas in network marketing, you do. And the beauty is, you don't just pay once, you get paid every time. So this lady that Fiona's shown how to buy her makeup and foundation is going to order every month because that product is going to run out. And that woman's going to need it again. And every time that lady goes online and shops on Fiona's website, Fiona gets paid. And that is the beauty of network marketing. Anything else to add to that? Yeah, so that is network marketing, word of mouth recommendation.
Alrighty, okay. So why Arbonne? Why now? There's a reason why this is the next billion-dollar exploding industry, and it's also aging. Okay, so the baby boomers, these are people who were born post-Second World War, so 1946 to 64. These guys are turning 60 every 7 seconds for the next 12 years. And this demographic were really the first generation that pushed forward every big growth. So the 60s was all about, the 70s was all about the housing boom. The 80s and 90s was all about IT.net. And now the millennium is about health and wellness. So Lord Alan Sugar, who basically made his way through, up through the ranks in the IT, launched a skincare company called Tropic 3 years ago in London, the runner-up of The Apprentice. Now, what does he know about skincare, but what does he know about business? That's quite, it's quite interesting, isn't it? So, knowing this and knowing that health and wellness is the next billion-dollar, industry, we are in the right place at the right time. Okay, so with the demographic of the baby boomers, they begin to look younger. And I don't know about you, but I think about my grandmother's heart. She always had curly salt and pepper hair, pinafores with flowers, and she was always old, bless her heart. Whereas my mom's a gran, she's highlights in her hair, and I can actually borrow her clothes and vice versa. That last time I was in Scotland, I took a jumper back home because I really liked it. I'm like, I can have a mom. So that means that the 60s and 50s, the 50s to 40s, 40s and our 30s, thank goodness, we're living for longer and we're looking better. These products tick all the boxes. Another thing though, the baby boomers were known as a safe generation. So they saved all their money. Unfortunately, the pensions are not performing. And retirement years are going back 5 years. They're working for longer. So they're looking for something they can do alongside what they're doing. It's going to be done as a plan B that's going to give them additional money into the retirement years. Because like Luke said, you do the work once, but you're getting paid again and again and again on physical hours that you perhaps don't have. And that's why that business model, this fits in with this generation. So the Gen X is evergreen. This is my generation. So 30s to mid-40s. So we're known as a debt generation. We fit those 0% credit card finance deals. Our savings are diabolical. What you tend to have is two incomes coming together, starting a family. And then that's one income feeding 2, 3, 4, 5 mouths. So we're looking for something we can do alongside, be flexible around our family, that we can do potentially as a stay-at-home business. And for me, that was perfect. That's exactly how I built my business. Building around my life instead of the other way around. We were also the first generation that were into things like We wanted recycling, sugar, the fat, salt content in our food, organic. We were getting big into environmental issues and studies, and that's why this business fits all of that. Because like we said in the slides before, it's vegan, it's never just animals, that all matches our ethics. So that's why that's working for us. Now the millennials, these guys are the super cool trendy loops in the world, okay? So they're so efficient when it comes to internet and technology and savvy computer. I am so dark ages. I have a diary and I have pen and paper, everything's ridiculous. But they're the reason why your business has to be online. If your business is not on the internet, forget it, okay? You have to be alongside this business of the 21st century, and everything's on the internet now. It's taken over the world. Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, whatever it is going on, I don't know. What is that hoot thing? I'm lost, okay? But this is the future. So what you have here at the bottom here, network marketing is booming, okay? Internet sales, retail sales in 2008. Guys, that's not changing. That's not going backwards. That is the future. So you have to be in line with what's going on current. People want more from the time they spend work, more in their lives. They don't want to be working for somebody else. We'll come to that in a minute. Regardless of your age, generation. So right at the beginning of this presentation, Luke touched on that. He said it doesn't matter your age, your background. It doesn't matter your education. And that's so true. This is a level playing field. There's room for all of us at the top of this company. It's not a one CEO, senior board of directors, middle management, and employees. They're the leverage. Okay, they will never be the CEO. But with us, we all start off with the same business plan, the same opportunity, the same products, and we can all help each other to grow and get to the top of the leadership together. And that's brilliant.
So let's just recap again, what do we know so far? So we know that we have a business in a box. We know we don't have to worry about our overheads, our employees, our VAT. We don't have to worry about stocking products. We know that we don't have to exchange money. We also know that we have a product range that is humongous, and we know it's consumable. So we know that people are going to keep rebuying these products. We know that we're constantly testing these products to make them better and better and better. And we know that our products meet a wide demographic of people, so we have a huge customer base. We also know that we've got a global opportunity, and that we know that anyone of any age can do this business, because we are focusing on 2 megatrends. Megatrend 1, health and wellness. We tick that box. Megatrend 2, online business, which Fiona touched on, which is we're ticking that box, okay? So we know this so far. We know that we have a huge demographic of people that will be interested in earning more money, interested in their skin, interested in their makeup. So in a simple, really simple way, this is what we do. We stop, start, and share. So we stop, as consultants, we stop buying our products from Boots, from Asda, from Superdrug. And what we say actually is we're going to start buying superior products that we know are clinically tested, that actually work, that last way longer, and that are incredible and make you feel and look better. So we're going to start buying them from our own business. So we're going to start transferring that spend to start benefiting our future and to help us build our business, and start getting paid when others purchase products from us. And then what we're going to do is share, and we're going to share it with other people and show them how to do the same thing. So we're going to coach and mentor people on how to build their own business. So stop buying the products, start buying them from our own shop, and share this concept with others and teach them to do the same.
Is that recorded? You recorded this, by the way. That was amazing. Can I just say that is the best I've ever heard that slide done ever.
Oh, yeah.
Ever. All the people I presented with, that is the best. Seriously, I was like, how did you learn that? I haven't learned Luke's words exactly. That was amazing. It was. Okay, so it starts with you. Day 1, this is you. Right, let's start the business. It's quite daunting, isn't it?
I'm scared.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Okay, and then what you do is you talk to, okay, there's no overheads here, guys. This is free. That's another great thing about this business. You take it to where you go. So it fits in nooks and crannies. It can be that plan B if you already are in the plan A. Okay, so you talk to your friends, and what they then do. And when you said about, my international business, it's not just because I know people in Australia. I don't. But I knew somebody who knew somebody who knew somebody. So this is not like you have to know thousands of people. For one person, that's 200 people in their social circle of influence that you don't know. So you can tap into that. And it's quite amazing. It's a bit like the ice bucket challenge, how that progresses. So again, these people talk to their friends, and eventually what you end up with is a whole bunch of different people in your team. Now, I'm going to be really clear about how this works. So we've talked about direct sales, selling products, okay? Now we are members of the Direct Selling Association. We're in the top 20, okay? What is so cool about that is that the 19 other companies are in 65 plus countries. We're only in 5 countries. That's phenomenal, okay? That is so exciting for Arbonne, because we are, like we talk about in the health and wellness sector. So that's direct selling. So you're asking people about the business and the products. They're not interested in business, but they absolutely want to buy the products. Great, you can set them up online, like we talked about, and they're going to get repeat sales. So that's one side. The next side is the business, okay? This is network marketing. So this is where now you're building a team of people, okay, and they are going to find their people who are either going to just want to buy products or to join your team and do the business alongside you. Okay, so this is called leveraging, and this is super smart time leveraging. So let's say I'm here. Now I have 10 people on my team who are doing business, okay? They're working 10 hours a week, and I'm working 10 hours a week. I'm getting paid in 110 hours, but I'm only doing 10 hours. Now let's say I'm sick and I can't work my 10 hours. Those 10 people are still working their 10 hours. So I'm getting paid on 100 hours. So you see how this works? So all of a sudden, I'm not now trading time for money. I'm not in a wage system. And what that means, a wage system is where you work an hour, get paid an hour, work an hour, get paid an hour. And that's all very well. But the problem with that is there's only so many hours in a day, days in a week, weeks in a month, months in a year, paychecks in a lifetime. And people feel they work more than that. So people who are self-employed and say, I can choose my hours, I'm not going to face the risk of redundancy. But if you're that one person who's still working on your own, painter, decorator, accountant, optician, and let's say you can't work, let's say you break your arm as a painter, decorator, there's no income coming in for 6 weeks. What's your savings looking like? So that's a wage system. This is what we're offering you here, something called a profit system, where you're doing the work once, but having the opportunity to get paid again and again. It's entrepreneurial and it's wonderful. So here we have the products, people selling the products and buying products, and the people in your team who are also building their teams.
So, global opportunity, we kind of very briefly touched on it at the start. Fiona's already mentioned, we are only in 5 countries. Now, if you start thinking, well, why is that important? I don't understand. Surely it's better to be in every country in the world. Something there and say, actually, no. What this gives us is a massive future potential to look forward to in Arbonne. Okay, so in here, where it's green on this map, is where Arbonne currently operates. We started in the US, we moved to Canada, we launched in England, and we launched in Australia. We've recently moved into Poland, and it's not on there. Oh, it's there. It's that little orange dot here. Is Taiwan, and that is our gateway to Asia. Now, why this is so exciting is A, you can build your business from your home, you've got a business in any of these countries from home, because we have amazing technology available to us nowadays, Skype, Zoom, things like that, where we can communicate Facebook, which means we're closer to people than ever. But also as well, in my head, what I know is this: there is how many people in the world? 7 billion people in the world?
No, there's 65 million people in the UK, but I don't know.
There's like 7 billion, isn't there?
Yeah.
So I think there's 7 billion people in the world. And I know for a fact it's only like 0.5% of people know about these kind of amazing opportunities. So I know that this world is just waiting for me to share this opportunity with them. And it's waiting for me to grow a business. And we are launching there gradually. Arbonne is smart. We haven't just decided to go to every country all over the world and say, let's do this everywhere. We are moving strategically, and we are moving at a pace which is smart. So, Arbonne knows this. They're stabilising in each country first. It's very easy for companies just to pop up everywhere and then fail within their first 5 years because they've just done it so quickly and they've not thought of anything. Arbonne aren't doing that. So for me, I literally think in 10 years' time, I'm going to have this organisation with probably tens of thousands of people, and I'm going to have people that are in my business in France and in Africa, and I don't even know who they are. I don't know. So that's a really exciting concept. So just think about that. You have a global opportunity, and someone's offering you that for £56. So just think of that. Who else is offering you a global opportunity for £56? So that's that one. I just get really excited about this one.
All right, so compensation plan. And I will say as well, the fact that you can operate this business from your home, there is no time limitation. So for me, with my teams, you know, in a different time zone, Australia and America, I get paid when I'm sleeping. That's really awesome. I must admit, yeah, it's great. Okay, so I mentioned before, I touched on the 4 levels of leadership. This is average, but you've got, you know, so people who are at this level for a longer time, a shorter time, averaging out. So district manager, okay. So a district manager is the first level. This is your 8%, not just when you sell, but when you buy. I talked about. Average income at a district manager is between about £300 to £800 a month. So we say £500, okay.